I am here with a few more people that want to say their piece about Josh. And I want to tell you a couple of stories. So let's begin. Story 1. I remember one time Josh said in one of his streams that his brother told him about the creepypasta Squidward episode being real. I tried to tell Josh that it's fake, but he yelled at me and did not believe anything from me. Does he not realize that there is no solid proof or solid evidence that the creepypasta episode is real? Do you not realize that most siblings can tell lies by telling their other siblings scary stories? That's the oldest trick in the book. I've seen what siblings can do on movies, cartoons, and even in real life too. Now thanks to your brother, you might have hallucinated or have a nightmare about it. Dude, the creepypasta Squidward is fake, not real. This is why you do research. Story 2. When I tried to reclaim the OP brand, Josh would yell at me. Josh, the OP brand was never trademarked to begin with. Compare that to Dale. When I asked him if we can use the R's for red catchphrase, Dale would say, yes, go ahead. That means we are allowed to use the red brand. But if you get mad at me for using the OP brand, just know that we are allowed to use it. Don't be like the Fine Brothers when they tried to trademark the word react. I can tell you that the trademark shit is fucking retarded. If people are allowed to use any brand or word, mostly if they are no longer associated with you, then let them. I took Brooklyn Brothers leadership away and fired him, so guess what? I can do the same thing. Josh, you're fired. Story 3. One of his subscribers told me that he commented on Josh's video that he didn't like the intro. And what did Josh do? Josh got pissed and yelled fine, then stopped watching my channel. Wow. Seriously. Your subscriber was only commenting on your intro, not the full video. And the reason one of your subscribers didn't like your intro is because it's a template from the early 2010s. You would have replied okay, that's fine. But nope, you had to sit there and rage about it. And there are some things I forgot to mention in part 1, there are a couple of times where he treats Aaron, and little kids, like hellspawn. He probably thinks that all kids act like Caillou or George Pig. And it's all because of some bad neighbors. First of all, Aaron improved over the years. And yes, Winter King stopped the Aaron drama. Secondly, just because you had bad neighbors doesn't mean you should hate all kids. The more I realize it now, that you're using bad experiences of being around children as an excuse. If you wanted to say that you had bad neighbors, fine. But don't take your anger out on kids. Most kids act like Bluey more than Caillou nowadays. Do you see Brick taking his anger out on kids? Hell number. And Josh would also rant on personal people. Personal people rants are even worse than user rants. If you rant on personal people, you get in bigger trouble. It's no wonder why you end up in hospitals, Josh. You could have at least talked to them civilly about how you feel. But no, you took your anger out on personal people like your little cousin or whoever. That's shameful. And also, Paula was right about you. But yeah, those are the stories that I covered about Josh. A few more people will have their testimonies.
Hey everyone, it's FlareXXG back again with the Funny Guy 9000, but we're here with another person, Dale Sincere the Man. Today, I'm putting out a final warning for anyone who might come across a creator by the name of Josh the Cartoon Animator Guy, aka the Notorious Josh. I want to share some concerns I've had, based on my research of his behavior and actions over the past couple of years. This video isn't meant to attack anyone personally, but rather to inform you all and make sure you're aware of the potential issues surrounding this individual. So let's get on to the things I'm gonna say for my part. First off, Josh the Cartoon Animator Guy has been very inconsistent in his behavior. He tends to change his opinions and promises without much explanation. One day, he'll say one thing, and the next day, it's completely different. This makes it hard for his audience and collaborators to trust him because you never know if he'll stand by what he says. This constant flip-flopping has been frustrating for a lot of people who try to follow his content or engage with him in any meaningful way. Next, I've noticed that Josh doesn't take proper responsibility for the conduct in his streams. There was an incident where trolls in his stream chat sexually harassed a viewer, and rather than taking action to stop it, Josh didn't do anything. He even got defensive and upset when the situation went downhill. As a streamer, it's your job to protect your audience from toxic behavior and ensure that the space is safe for everyone, but that doesn't seem to be a priority for him. Another red flag is the fact that Josh only depends on one moderator for his streams. Instead of building a team of moderators to help keep things in check, he heavily relies on one person to do all the work. That's a lot of pressure on one individual, and it makes the streams more vulnerable to issues like trolling and harassment. A responsible content creator should have a proper moderation system in place to ensure a balanced and secure community. Let's talk about online safety. Back in 2022, Josh's old account was hacked because he clicked on a suspicious link. This is a pretty basic rule of online security: don't click on suspicious links, but unfortunately, he didn't follow this, and it cost him his account. It's important for content creators to be aware of cybersecurity, not just for their own sake, but also to set a good example for their audience. One of the most frustrating things about Josh is his tendency to make promises he doesn't keep. For the past 2 years, he's promised not to delete his accounts when things don't go his way, but every time something goes wrong, he does exactly that, deletes everything. Then, he disappears for months and acts like nothing happened when he comes back. This has made it hard for his viewers to trust him, especially those who've invested their time and energy into supporting his content. One troubling thing I've noticed about Josh the cartoon animator guy is that he doesn't seem to value personal time with his family. During important occasions like Christmas and Thanksgiving, he stays glued to the internet instead of spending time with his loved ones. He even encourages others to do the same, which is harmful because family time is irreplaceable, especially during those special moments. There was one incident where Josh deleted his channel after a live stream because his father kept interrupting him. Instead of handling it calmly, he kept yelling back and forth, and it just turned into a very awkward, public argument. This kind of behavior shows a lack of boundaries between his online presence and real-life relationships. Another issue is how Josh treats his friends. When things go wrong, he tends to block people, even those who try to help him. After that same live stream where he had a public dispute of an argument with his father interrupting his stream, some friends reached out to support him, but instead of appreciating their help, he made a video talking badly about those same friends, saying mean and unkind things about them. This kind of defensive and hurtful behavior is something to be aware of if you ever get close to him. I also want to address something Josh has done several times in his so-called apology video, and that's using religion as an excuse to avoid dealing with problems. He's been known to say things like, Jesus Christ doesn't like drama, or drama is a sin when confronted with criticism or conflict.
Hello there, my angelic Joshies. It is I, the divine Josh here. You know what? God doesn't want me to quit. I'm tired of negativity. It's because negativity is so deadly and dangerous. It ruined all our reputations.
Bitch, you never met Jesus, okay? You never met him. You don't know what the nigga breath smell like. You don't know if his babes is real. How you gonna tell me something he said when you ain't never even heard something he said?
Now, I respect anyone's faith, but this isn't really how religion works. Christian teachings do encourage peace and kindness, but they don't promote avoiding accountability or ignoring the consequences of your actions. Jesus himself encouraged people to be peacemakers, but that doesn't mean dismissing serious issues or blaming others for bringing up problems. Drama, in the sense of a necessary conflict, isn't something Christians are called to create, but neither is shutting down every conversation under the presence of faith. So when Josh uses religion like this, it feels more like a way to dodge responsibility than a genuine expression of faith. So, as you can see, there are many reasons to be cautious about Josh the cartoon animator guy. His inconsistent behavior, treatment of friends, disregard for personal time, and the way he misuses religion to avoid accountability all point to deeper issues. My hope is that this video helps you navigate the online world more carefully and choose to engage with creators who value transparency, respect, and accountability. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Funny Guy's channel, Dale's channel and my channel will all be in the description box below. My name is FlareXXG and I approve of this message.
Before I wrap this up, there are some additional things I need to mention about Josh, the cartoon animator guy. He once pulled a cruel prank where he pretended to be a troll, fooling everyone in a stream, which caused conflict in the Wheat Club. Josh was also very jealous. When the Wheat Is Heat 96 hit 5,000 subscribers, Josh got upset because he didn't have that many. He's still nostalgic about his old channel that had over 4,000 subscribers, which he lost because he clicked on suspicious links that led to his account being hacked. He also acts immaturely. He once got mad at a viewer for simply being late to a stream, which is ridiculous. Why should that bother you? On top of that, Josh has had multiple arguments with Dale, which escalated to him making sick comments about Dale's mother, calling her a pig and even making death threats towards her. This is unacceptable behavior. He also made a GoFundMe campaign, not to raise money for a good cause, but to promote his YouTube channel. That's just desperate and attention-seeking. As for his lack of cybersecurity awareness, Josh has leaked his phone number twice on social media. Not only that, but he also leaked his real name. This carelessness shows how little common sense he has. On top of all that, Josh admitted in a video that he once sent a private photo of himself to someone on Facebook, who turned out to be a scammer blackmailing him. Honestly, what did he expect? Facebook is full of scammers these days. That's all I have to say. Make sure to subscribe to everyone who took part in this collab, including me. Our channels are all in the description box below.